Hey, good evening. This is Dr. Tiffany Light, and I have a very special guest with me again, Linnell Light, my wonderful husband.
Hey.
He's with me on Women in Ministry TV today, and this is a Faith Talk Live segment. And we're talking about soaring in 2024. All year long, we've been talking about soaring in 2024. And have been giving strategies and tools just to assist you through the word, to help you to soar, to help us all, not just you, but this benefits me as well, to help us all to soar in 2024. And as we talk about soaring in 2024, before last week, we talked about soaring in love. We talked about soaring in health. Last week, we talked about soaring in love. And so we're going to continue our segment on soaring in our health as we soar in 2024. And I thought of no other better person to be on with me than someone who inspires me and encourages me in my health journey and my health walk, and who's very diligent in his health journey and his You gave me the look, honey, like I said something strange. But you really are. And you so encouraged me. So I wanted you to get on and help to encourage others to soar in their health in 2024 and thereafter. Don't let this just be a new year, new you thing, but let this be a new year, everyday you thing, everyday you thing of soaring in your health. So you're watching me on Women in Ministry TV. If you're not familiar with Women in Ministry TV, Women in Ministry TV is an amazing platform where women of faith get on and encourage each other, encourage others in the word of the Lord, encourage others in their faith journey and their walk with the Lord, and biblical principles given by women of faith. And we are so excited about Overseer Jacqueline Battle and just her obedience to the mandate that God has given her, and creating this platform to allow women to share the gospel. And so we thank God. Continue to pray for her and uplift each and every one of us on this segment and Women in Ministry TV. It's such a need. It's such a need. And so we're so very thankful that we as women of faith can get on and share the gospel and be encouraged in our faith and encourage others in their faith as well. So we're so excited about that. And let's talk about soaring in our health. Let's talk about soaring in our health. How do you feel today?
Oh man, you talk about, first of all, thank you for having me back on again. It's always a pleasure to be on Women in Ministry TV.
Thank you.
Any platform with you is great. And I was giving you the look because you're so beautiful, and I just, it's just hard to resist. I have to kind of peek over there at you every now and then. But yeah, thank you for having me on. It's just a pleasure and an honor to be here. And I was just thinking about how you were talking about how I encourage you, but you encourage me. We just came from the gym, y'all, not too long ago, and I thought we were done. And then she's like, let's do another workout. I'm like, really? So, not only, that goes both ways, with us, you encourage me as well and challenge me. And for that, I am grateful. And, I feel the workout. Yes, we're feeling, I think we're both feeling it. And so it's a good thing because, you have to be challenged. We're designed to, your muscles, in order for them to grow and replicate and all of that, is a tearing down that has to occur so that there can be a building back up. And so we have to be challenged in order for us to grow. And so that is the lesson for tonight. No, but yeah, that's one thing I was just thinking about, how we challenge one another. It's not just myself, but you also challenge me as well and help me to grow. And you're much an investor in, things that are profitable for us health-wise as well. You really go all out, and you're going to get the whole package deal. She's not just going to get the the low basic one. She's going to get the premium package, whatever it is. So, you know, we're gonna have all of the essentials. We're gonna have all of the, you know, we're gonna have the t-shirt. We're gonna have the bandana. We're gonna have the wristband. We're gonna have the pencil and the eraser. Everything. We're gonna have everything in that packet. So whatever, you know. So that's amazing, and I'm grateful for God making you the way He made you. You know.
Amen. Thank you for appreciating me. I appreciate that. Yeah, but that's a good thing, though. You know, God is a God of excellence, and He's a God. He's an opulent God. So, you know, we should have the best. We're His kingdom children. We should represent His kingdom will. So that means we should have the best. And so, we serve a God who's amazing. So I'm just excited. I'm excited. As he was sharing, we had a workout today, and we're both feeling it. But we can't talk about soaring in our health if we don't actually soar in our health. So the purpose of this is we're being intentional with our workouts and eating healthy and keeping our bodies healthy. Excuse me, tired. Keeping our bodies healthy. That workout, it was such a great workout. But also, with that being said, you know, we can't encourage you to do things that we're not doing. So we need to, you know, the word of God tells us that faith without works is dead. We can do all the talking that we want to do, but if our resulting actions aren't in alignment with what we say, then it's just a bunch of empty words, and we just chatter just to hear ourselves talk. You know, talking just to hear yourself talk. That's the old saying is. So you don't want that to be you. You want your words to have some, as they say, you want your words to have some value. You want your words to have meaning. You want your word to, as they used to say, my word is bond. You want your word to be bond, and you want your words you want your faith to emulate and to embody what the words that you speak. And so when we talk about soaring in our health, there are ways that we soar in our health. We soar in our health through what we eat. We soar in our health through physical exercise and maintaining our weight for those of us who are at an optimal weight. Or if you need to lose some weight, get in the gym and do some things that help get the excess pounds off. Or if you need to become more toned, do the things that help your body to be more toned so that you can build nice lean muscles, nice toned muscles. You don't have to be bulky. For some people, they may want to be bulky. That's their thing. But you don't have to be bulky when you lift weights. But you can build your muscle mass and build nice lean muscles. Of course, stretching is important because our bodies, we need to stretch. And it's important that we do all of those things that will help us to live our best, healthiest lives. I tell you, I'm in healthcare, and just being in healthcare, I see so many patients who come into the hospitals who are sick and just not their best. And I'm thinking, you know, it really opens your eyes to the fact of what it means to take care of your health, what it means to really eat better, what it means to exercise, to have your body in a position, because you don't want to be dependent. And God knows I work in healthcare, so I'm not dismissing the benefit of healthcare, but you don't want to be sick, and you don't want someone else to have to take care of you because you didn't do your part in eating properly and not allowing yourself to become overweight and not moving your body and being more sedentary than you should. You don't want that in your life. You don't want, as you get older, your body is depreciating, or your body is not its best. As we get older, our bodies don't have to look like our age. Our bodies don't have to look like we're getting older. But that's a choice that we can take. And if you haven't been doing it all your life, today is a good day to start. As kingdom citizens, we should represent God's kingdom, and we should represent it well. And today is just a great day to start. Today is a great day to say, I'm going to be intentional in being healthy. I'm going to be intentional in living my best life. I'm going to be intentional in taking care of my body. I'm going to be intentional in taking care of my mind, renewing my mind. I'm going to be intentional in minimizing my stress. I'm going to be intentional in guarding my space from toxicity and things that are toxic to me, because even your environment and being around a toxic environment and toxic people impacts your health. Stress impacts your health. Allowing things to stress you out impacts your health. Stress is such a huge weight on the body. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about, and the things that we stress about are not even worth stressing about it. We don't control anything. God does. We don't control people. We don't control situations, and we shouldn't want to. God does. And we have to let God be God. And I know I'm preaching to the choir and I'm preaching to myself as I'm sitting up here talking. I really am. We don't control anything. And so we have to get to a place of saying that we're not God, and we don't want to be God. We want to be his children. We want to be fathered by him and allow him to direct our steps. And so as I was sharing about working in healthcare and seeing so many sick patients and thinking, gosh, I don't want to be old and be dependent on someone else to care for me, or be older and get sick as I get older, or be older and have a whole lot of health conditions as I get older. I don't want that. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my family, my husband, my family. I don't want that for you. That's why we're up here talking about soaring in your health, because we have to make intentional decisions to be healthy. That means what are you eating? Let's start by what are you eating? Are you drinking water? Are you getting sufficient water to replenish your cells? Are you eating fruit and vegetables? What are you eating? What are the things that you're putting in your body to help your body to rejuvenate, to help your body to live? The things that give your body life. Are you giving your body those life-giving foods? Those things. You look like you got something you want to say. Your eyes are just gleaming.
No, you're good.
Your eyes are just gleaming as I'm talking. It's like you're saying it. It's like you have something that you want to share. You don't have anything to share.
I mean, you're doing a wonderful job. You're really breaking it down. I mean, it's really good. I think earlier we were talking about the. I started thinking about this parody thing that came on the internet online one time, when you were talking about, not talking about it and not being about it, or faith without works. And the man, he was kind of a little overweight. He got out of his car and he started like acting like he was running. He said, "Come on, you can do it." And it was like one of the motivational, he had acting like it was one of those motivational videos, and he had the music and stuff in the background. You can do it, you can do it. And then the camera person that was on him, he told him to turn the camera off because they were getting closer. He was like running. Actually, when he was running to a fast food restaurant. He didn't want that to be in the background. He was like telling them to cut it off. And they just kept it in the frame. They didn't cut it off, but it was just fun. It was just really hilarious. But But anyway, it just reminded me of that. But yeah, we got to be intentional and be practical in how we approach this. It's not rocket science. Is it going to hurt? Yes, it's going to hurt. Is it going to be pleasant all the time? It is not going to be pleasant. And I think that's the part where it gets people, because we want things to be pleasant for the most part. Most of us don't want to have to endure, things that are going to be unpleasant to us and our feelings. And that's what got us in trouble in the first place, is because we're going off of a feeling. We're being led by our 5 physical senses. We're led by how it smells. We're led by what it looks like. We're led by what it tastes like. And so that's what got us in trouble from the beginning. That's what got Adam and Eve in trouble. And so, we have to, it's something to be said for a person who can be disciplined. And so we, as bad as it hurts and as much as we don't want to do it, in ourselves, we have to get to a place of where we accept that living life of a believer, period, is a life of discipline. And if we're going to soar in our health, if we're going to soar in any area, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, we have to operate with a sense of we have to have discipline, and we have to stay true to what we're doing, and we have to be intentional about our movements. And so that's not really talked about a lot, because we are really strong on grace, and we're really strong on, God he loves you, and he wants the best for you. It's going to be all right in the morning. And we have all of these things we like to say, but we don't talk about that. Like you said, faith without works, the works that are involved. Faith is just only a portion of what it takes to act, and you have to have works to activate your faith, because faith without works is dead. And so you could just think of it as faith without action, or faith without action. It's dead. It's inactive. You don't have, your faith can't activate anything. You're not going to get the results that you're looking for. And so we can hope and pray and all of these things. You can pray the pounds. You can try to pray the pounds off. We can try to pray the cholesterol down, and pray the diabetes away, and pray the all of the stuff that the heart disease, and pray. You can't. You trying to pray the effects of the chitlins, and the effects of the fat back, and it's just not. It doesn't. Fried food. Yeah, the fried food,
the sugar.
Yes, the sugar, all of the things that
feed disease in the body.
Yeah. So we have to be careful about that. We have to put it. Nobody else can do it for us. That's one thing I want to say also, is that you have to make a decision for yourself. Not even Tiffany can't make decisions for me. She can cook things or bring things into the house that are healthy and nutritional, and I can do the same for her. But she can't force me to eat it. I can't force her to eat right. And I can't exercise for her. She got to do her own push-ups. She got to do her own workouts. I got to do my own workouts. You have to do your own workouts. We all have to do them on our own. God made us individuals in that way. It would be cool if baby, I love you so much that I just want to work out for you today. Is that okay? And then what if I start working out for her and she starts losing weight, or she's like, babe, it's your birthday today. I'm gonna work out for you today. And she just works out for me, and I start my little guts start going down, because I gotta trim a little bit down off of here. But that would be cool if we could do that. That would be just
it doesn't work like that.
But it doesn't work that way. So those are some observations. I feel like I'm a bit all over the place, but I think it's in the vein of just discipline and being intentional and working your faith.
I think that key word you said is discipline. With the same discipline, that you consistently for years, did not eat the best or didn't exercise at all. It's going to take that same discipline to kind of, get your mind out of those habits first, and then to get your body in alignment with your mind and get it out of those habits. So you're going to have to be disciplined, but like he said, also you're going to have to be intentional. So it takes discipline, but it also takes intention, like he said. And I definitely Agree with that wholeheartedly.
And coming out of your comfort zone. You have to come out of your comfort zone because, your comfort zone is not where the breakthrough is. Your comfort zone is going to keep you exactly where you are, or you're going to go down. Coming out of your comfort zone brings you up, and it helps you reach goals and soar. Amen. That eagle gets pushed out of the nest. We talk about soaring when that baby eagle, when the parent says it's time to fly, that nest is way up somewhere up in the mountains somewhere. He pushes that eagle, that little baby eagle, out the nest, and that baby eagle got to figure it out, and it's uncomfortable, but they got to start flapping them wings, and they figure it out, and they keep going. But that's
figure out the wings, give them momentum.
Yes,
keep them in flight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes. Otherwise, it would just be they plunge and they'll be over. But you had to do something. But yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's unpleasant. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you didn't. No, you're fine. You didn't cut me off. No, it's fine. No, but I was thinking about, even like you were saying with the baby eagle, the eaglet, and just getting momentum and flying. That's the same way with us. Once you start exercising, you start building momentum, and you notice that you feel better after you exercise. You notice that you sleep better. You can see where your body is toning, and your clothes don't fit you the same. All of those things, and it makes a difference. Those things will encourage you, but just stay the course. Stay the course. And then, but the huge part of it is just what you eat. It is so important. Having a healthy eating lifestyle, not a healthy diet, a healthy eating lifestyle is important. It's important. It's so important for you. That's 90% of it. The exercise is just, it just helps to keep you toned, but what you put in your body is really what builds your body, what fuels your body, what defines your body. And I just can't even begin to tell you how important what you eat, how important it is that we put the best things in our body. And God designed it that way. He designed our bodies to be fuel so they could rejuvenate, so they can be their healthiest. And He gave us the best foods to do that. All we have to do is eat them. He gave us the food from the earth. He gave us the foods, the best foods for our bodies to heal, for our bodies to be whole.
Yes.
If we would just use them, if we would just eat them. It's just that simple, Yes. But then when you get a palate, so sometimes it may take this is what I was getting to. You may have to retrain your palate.
That's a good one too.
Because if you're used to certain types of foods and you're not used to what's healthy, sometimes it's an adjustment. So don't think that, this is a transition, but you have to learn how to use herbs, and because herbs are what help season the food. It doesn't have to be filled with sodium. Right. The herbs, how you use the herbs, how you use lemon and lime and things of those natures to help season your food, to help season your dressings, to make your own dressings, or to help season your salads, or to help season your meat, all of that kind of stuff. You have to be healthy, but do the right things, put the right things in your body. And don't look at my hair, because you could tell it's a little poofy there right now because I was sweating out my hair and I was working out. So forgive me. But
still cute.
Thank you. But it's just that it takes work. It takes work. It takes work. But there's a reward in there. There's a reward. And staying the course, there's a reward in doing it. There's a reward. And your body is going to thank you for it. And when you're living your best, healthiest life, and you're around here looking just your best, and aging beautifully, That's a blessing. That's a blessing when you're aging beautifully, when you don't look your age, and when you're aging and you're around your peers and you got the grace is on your life. So take care of it. Let's be intentional in taking care of our bodies. Let's be intentional in putting the right things in our bodies. Let's be intentional in our health. Let's be intentional in that. And we don't want the things that have continued, the things that have been in our family. Excuse me. We don't want those things that have been in our family to continue. Those unhealthy disease states and unhealthy living and things of those nature. We don't want that. We want to have a lifestyle of longevity, a lifestyle of health, a lifestyle of wealth, a lifestyle of living God's best. So let's be intentional in soaring in our health. Let's be intentional in soaring in our health. And let's encourage each other in that. Let's, be accountable. Get somebody who can go along the health journey with you. If you're married, your spouse is a great person to do that. He really encourages me. We really have fun, with our workouts and working out together. We encourage each other. We smile. We laugh. We just have fun. And then when we're eating healthy foods, we're just really savoring it. We're so enjoying it. And we're so enjoying, redefining our palate, and so the things that we were so into eating before, we're not, because they don't even taste the same. When we, after those things that you thought that you couldn't go without, once you start eating healthy, those things don't even taste the same. You don't even want them anymore because they don't taste right. And it was because it was never designed for your body anyway. So you just have to be mindful. Just be intentional. What was the other word you said besides being intentional?
Discipline.
Be disciplined. And what else you said?
You got to come out of your comfort zone.
Come out of the comfort zone. Yeah. So be intentional, stay disciplined, and come out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, I was thinking about ask yourself this question: what are you sowing now? What are you sowing into? What are you sowing? What kind of seeds are you sowing in your health right now? Because whatever you're sowing right now, you're going to reap the benefits of it down the line very soon after. So some people that you're going to, God forbid, you may see them in the casket because they're sowing seeds that don't need to be sowed right now. They got to change. You can change the course. And some people think, okay, when it's my time to go. But let me dispel that myth. The Bible doesn't say when you're going to die. It says it's appointed man wants to die. It's not saying, it doesn't say it's appointed man when to die. So it's appointed man wants to die and then to judgment. It's not appointed man when to die. And then, so, the Bible clearly tells us there are things that we can do to prolong our lives, such as being obedient to our parents. Then you'll live, days will be long upon the earth. And we have to hold close the promises of God to us. And we have many principles in the word that if we just live by them and we actually take them seriously and operate in them, then they will produce a harvest in our lives. And Moses grew old. His sight didn't grow dim. He was healthy and strong. People were healthy and strong to the day that they went on to see the Lord. And that should be our intention. That should be our goal, our motivation as well, that we would be strong unto the end, And I don't want to be miserable at the end of my life. I want to be struggling, to get up or struggling to do this or do that. We don't know what the future holds. However, we can do what we can do on our end by living right, living holy, living pure before God, having a lifestyle that's upright, keeping your conscience clear, staying away from the stresses. Some things just ain't worth even stressing over. Right. And take care of your body, take care of your mind, your emotions. Stay in a place of and keep toxicity away from you. Toxic relationships, toxic foods. We talking about health, but all of that contributes to our health. To soar in our health, we have to, eliminate those distractions and those toxic things from out of our lives, the best way we can. And so, you may not be able to stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can sure stop it from creating a nest. And so we have to be intentional about those things. If you're noticing things in your house, I'm not going a little bit off tangent here, but if you notice mold growing in your home or some weird smells going on, go ahead and start addressing those things that could be throwing, that could be affecting your health in some kind of way. Right. Don't just let those things continue on. We have a situation going on in our lives right now with a vehicle, and I can't continue to, let that, I've been dealing with it, but I haven't quite solved the matter all the way. But I don't want that to start affecting our health. So we have to be intentional about dealing with it. I have to be intentional about how I'm going to do that so it doesn't grow into something that we don't want it to grow into. So, though I'm being a little transparent here about stuff, but it's just the truth. Look around your life, evaluate your life. The Bible says examine yourself, and and all these things. We got to be intentional about it. I don't know, am I going too far out of pocket here?
No, and I was just thinking, in my career as a pharmacist, I probably have about maybe 15 years of hospital experience. But it's probably been within the last 5 years that it hit home for me, the importance of taking care of your health and how you don't want to be dependent on someone else to take care of you. If at all possible, live your best, healthiest lives, put the best things in your body, guard against dis-ease, guard against, things that could cause you to be sick as best you can. Now, some things may be beyond your control, and that's a whole different thing. But if there is anything that's within your control that you can do, which means you can eat better, you can exercise, if you can move your body, you can exercise. Whether you're sitting in a chair, you can still move your arms.
Yes.
You can, if you can't move your arms, lift your legs. But do something, do something, move something, stimulate your mind. Don't allow your mind to become sedentary. Guard your heart, minimize your stress. Stop worrying about stuff you can't control. If you're a parent worried about your children, stop. God gave them to you, but you give them to Him. If you are a sibling worried about your siblings, stop. They're not yours to worry about. They're God's. And I'm preaching to the choir. It's just the whole thing about it is we don't control anything. And we need to stop acting like we do and allow God to be God. He says, cast all of your cares on me, for I care for you. And I think, there's somebody who's out there who's worrying about situations that you really cannot control. And God is saying, turn it over to me. It's not your burden to carry. It's mine. Let me be Father for you. Let me take care of this. You're trying to do things in yourself. I have a plan. I have a better way of escape. He says, there's no trial, no test, no temptation for which I haven't given you a way of escape. He's already given us a way of escape. We just got to know what it is and trust Him to walk in. He says, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. We have to keep our ears attuned to the frequency of heaven. So in all of that, and saying what we're saying. We're saying soaring your health.
Yes.
Be disciplined. Be intentional, and
come out of your comfort zone.
Come out of your comfort zone. Be disciplined. Be intentional, and come out of your comfort zone. Have anything else you want to say before we go?
I think we're good tonight, but I know we shared a lot, and we've been on the subject. It's just that there's a lot of wisdom in this. If everybody would just listen in, and I think there's a lot of wisdom shared today.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you're listening watching as you're driving, well, don't be watching and driving, but if you're watching this after you've come home from work and you're catching the replay, or you're watching it live and in living color, we thank you. Yes. And give your feedback. If you have a health story that you want to share, if you have a sword in your health story that you want to share, we want to hear. We want to hear your wins. We want to hear your victories. We want to hear your goals. We want to hear how you're soaring your health. What are some things that you're doing to soar in your health? We want to know, because it's important. We help build each other up. Like, what are some things that you're doing to help yourself win, to help you soar? Let us know.
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us. Yes. Blessings over you. We pray God's best for you. Excuse me, our technical difficulty. You touch the screen and then you move yourself off. Excuse me. But we pray God's richest blessings for you and your family. And we really do pray that you soar in 2024. Amen. God bless you.
God bless you.